anyone tell y'all that they are not pissed off from this ball game, and they got to be either on the other side or they got to be lying. One or the other, dog. Because this right here is one of those games where you get pissed off. You hear me? In a way that is like, how can you get that pissed off? People might ask. Well, you can get that pissed off because it's a damn shame what they did to that dog. Damn shame the way that Colorado played tonight, in my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Get in the chat right now. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff. I'm just gonna give y'all real quick rundown from right here that's online that y'all can see right now. Y'all can look at the stats. You can look at pictures and everything else, but it really is not going to tell the story of what we just witnessed tonight from the Colorado Buffaloes, which could have been way better, in my opinion, in so many fronts. 42-17 loss to number 25 Arizona State, who's ranked, whose record is 7-3, or now 8-3. The Sun Devils had 588 total yards on the night, 225 passing, 363 rushing yards. How many times has that happened this season? I'll tell you, too many. Too damn many times. This man had a career high rushing tonight, Raleek Brown. We'll get to that in a second. 8.2 yards per play on the night, despite having 4 turnovers. I came into this ball game. I told y'all pregame, if you watched it. I appreciate it if you did. But I said that, and even Coach Prime said it in his press conference, but I said it even before that this guy is the same guy that came into Colorado with Nebraska as the quarterback, who had 2 fumbles and a pick. But we capitalized off those last game at that Nebraska game, or in that Nebraska game, and won that game. This one, much different. We knew he was going to come in there and do what he did, which is what he did, which was give us a fumble and interception. 2 interceptions that was thrown tonight. 1 fumble was lost by the running back, Raleek Brown. I said the man was going to give us some turnovers. We got to capitalize off of them, though. We didn't do that. They won the time of possession as they've been doing most games all year. They're one of the top teams in the Big 12 in that category. Exactly what they wanted to do is run the football, control the clock. We did a great job, I felt, in the first half of giving our offense a chance to score, getting them off the field, forcing 3 and outs, stopping the run, at least containing it, forcing them into third and long situations. I remember at least 5 times in a row, 4 to 5 times, they were in third and at least 8, third and long situations. We forcing them to punt, but we give up a fake punt. We give up 4th down conversion. What was it on the night? 4th down conversion. They were 3 of 4 on 4th down conversions. Where they do that at? What we playing? Little league football? We can't stop them on 4th down? Come on, dog. We got to get better across the board. We got to get better at making decisions, personnel, clock management, play calling. Like, 136 rushing yards on the night, 164 passing, 4.3 yards per play. You would think that our run game was struggling all night long, like a Lionel Richie song, but I think we did this too much. We put the ball in Julian Lewis' hands too much and said, go win it for us. 16 of 30 for the young fella, 148 on the night after throwing for 299 at West Virginia. Only 148, 1 touchdown on the night, took care of the ball, didn't turn it over, but still, he was not himself. I felt it was too many situations where we were saying, Juju, get us out of this, instead of leaning on the run game, which, look at these numbers. You telling me that you got Dallin Hayden running for 7.5 yards per carry, 8 carries, 60 yards. Michael Welch, 4 for 48, 12 yards per carry. And they disappeared. Hey, That is not enough, man. It should be way more balanced than that. That is not enough. I think Livingston did a great job as far as what he could have done and making adjustments in that first half. I felt like the offense didn't put enough pressure on them to score. In other words, we didn't capitalize off those stops and off those turnovers to where now they're in a situation where they have to pass. They kept getting the ball back and with their whole playbook open. They could run the football because we're not putting points on the board. We didn't capitalize off the turnovers again in this game. And then we didn't put we killed ourselves with penalties also. Timely penalties at that. Where do we go from here? 5 of 18 third down conversions, 69 total plays to 72, 4 sacks allowed, 9 punts on the night, 8 penalties for 78 yards. Hell, they had 7 for 55 yards. Let's go to the player stats once again, man. For Arizona State side, Jeff Sims, 11 of 25, 206 yards, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. Not a great night, but he made plays when he needed to. All right. Raleek Brown, 19 for 229, 12-yard average for Raleek Brown. Man, we should have been running the hell out of the football all night, just like Arizona was committed to. You hear me? Big Dog, you're right. On that wheel play, you're right. But we made an adjustment and got a pick on that. Whenever you force 4 turnovers, dog, I'll say 3. The running back dropped the ball. Whenever you force 4 turnovers, you got to get at least 14, 10 to 21 points off those turnovers at the least. And then when you look at these numbers, all praises, all hail, and shout out to RC45, Ronald Coleman. But at that point in the game, there was no need for that man to be in the game. I don't give a damn if it was senior night. At that point in the ball game, it was no need for that man or anybody else who hasn't been playing to get the ball in their hands in a clutch situation like that. What you trying to do? Set him up to be a hero or something? What you trying to do? If you want that man to get some touches, or anyone for that matter, to get some playing time, do that ish in the first. Do that in the first quarter. That way, he's not going throughout the whole game thinking, nervous, stomach turning, like, when am I going to get a chance? When am I going to get a chance? He's thinking about this the whole game. Do that the first quarter. Now he get a carry, he get hit. Now he's ready to go for the rest of the game. I don't know what the hell going on with this with the management, but that was a questionable situation right there that I don't understand, especially when your running backs in front of him is not like they had 20 carries on the night and it's time to get somebody else a chance. It's not like, it was just crazy to me, man. Just crazy. A lot of questions we're going to talk about tomorrow on Uncle Chico. As a matter of fact, I'm about to talk about it even more on the Bleacher Report app right here. Not on YouTube, but right here. I'm sitting right here. I'm just going to switch over to the Bleacher Report app right now, and then I'll put that up on YouTube later on also. But follow me right now on the Bleacher Report app. If you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe, comment. Also, I would love if you became a member of the channel. That's by hitting that join button, becoming a member, hit the like, subscribe, and comment and everything else. Appreciate it. It's only $1.99 per month to where you can support this channel and what I'm doing each and every week. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, comment, follow us. And each weekday, we'll bring you the morning run. Peace in the Middle East. Yeah, you bitch, not you.